Welcome back to Raw Grade and Flip, and today we have a PSA Grade Reveal. This one is 21 cards, and it took a while. August 8th through November 18th, which is 103 days, arrived to complete, and that is total of 69 business days. So for this one, I won't have numbers as I'm trying to get this filmed and up today as I am heading to Vegas tomorrow, and last week was holidays. So I wanted to get this one up for you guys. And next week, when I'm back and I have another order that just actually came in today, I'll be back to showing, my predicted values and, numbers and stuff. But let's jump into this one right away. Two have sold before I've done this video, and those two are these right here. First is a 2006 Topps Chrome Devin Hester, his rookie card, mint 9. That one sold for $40. You can tell left to right it's off, and I knew that going in, but the 9 sell for good enough if you can get the card cheap, and obviously grading costs are like 21 bucks now, so not a big profit, but at least made a little money there. All right, for this next one, it's the 1996 Collector's Edge Emmitt Smith Big Easy. And I actually thought this one had a chance at a 10, and I didn't really see much when I got it back. It's a pretty easy card to grade. If you look at the pop report, I think it's 5 10s and now my 1 9. So unfortunately, I got that 9, but this still sold for $52, which, is pretty good. All right, now let's hit these in the stack. I also did not sell any to PSA. There wasn't any offers that blew me away. They're probably around comps, but I didn't really agree with the comps. First up here, we have a 2006 Topps Chrome Heath Miller Blue, Gem at 10, and this is out of 50. It's just a card that I a lot of times have a search function for out of 50 cards to see if I can get ones for cheap, and I got this one for cheap, and it looked good, so I decided just to grade it. All right, there's a 10 stack, and next up, same set here, Tom Brady in a mint 9. This Tom Brady got a mint 9, and same thing left to right is off, but it's still Tom Brady. All right, staying with Topps Chrome, we have the 2003 Terry Glenn Black Refractor, mint 9, and those are out of $5.99. All right, we have a 2000s Bowman's Best Derek Alexander acetate parallel. Fortunately, we got mint 9, but is older acetate, and it's out of $250. Nice shine on that though. All right, we have a 2000 Topps Finest Sean Alexander rookie card, and this one is out of, what does that say, 2400. Gem and 10. All right, next up, one of my favorite of the orders, and pleasantly surprised. I sent it in thinking a 10, but these are older cards and have some foil, so I was again pleasantly surprised we got the 10 here on the 96 Select Certified Dan Marino Thumbs Up. I just got it because I thought it's a fun kind of silly card that's his actual image of his actual thumbprint, actual reproduction of Dan Marino's thumbprint. So it's a kind of a oddball set, silly set, but low pop and, of one of the top quarterbacks. So happy for that one. Next up is this 2008 Upper Deck Masterpieces Vince Young framed blue. I don't think, oh no, they are numbered out of 150. Gem mint 10 here. I do like these masterpieces. If you make sure they're centered and obviously, no corners and stuff, it's a pretty sturdy stock. So, if you get the basics down, you can get 10s. It's not like you're going to make, massive money off them, but they're pretty fun cards. All right, next up here, we have the 1998 Pro Line DC3 Terrell Davis Clear Cuts, die cut and acetate. We got the mint 9. Obviously, I always want 10s, but not surprised on that. And this one is out of 500. When I was looking these up, I realized or saw that there are 101. So I have a eBay search saved for that, but I think I've only seen one pop up and it was graded. But those would be fun to find. All right, another Terrell Davis here. Unfortunately, we got the near mint 8 on the 96 Collector Edge President's Reserve New Regime Terrell Davis on that die cut. Not, oh no, it is numbered out of 12,000, which, you know, back in the day was pretty short print. But we got our first 8. All right, on to basketball. We have a 2008 Upper Deck StarQuest Yao Ming Gold, Gem Mint 10. And these golds are the ultra rare. Staying with basketball for one more, we have the 98 Bowman's Best Al Harrington Refractor Rookie Card, Mint 9. I thought this one semi-decent shot at a 10, but again with foil, and this back is pretty easy to scratch. It is out of 400. That's my smudge there, handling the cards, but we have the Mint 9, unfortunately. Moving on to baseball, we have a 1998 Topps Gold Label Jim Thome Class 1 Black Label, and this is a Mint 9. All right, sticking with the same thing here, but a Class 3 Black Label, Tim Salmon, Mint 9. And one more, but we have a 2000s Topps Gold, Troy Gloss, Class 1 Gold, kind of that die cut decal edge, and these are out of 100. Near Mint, Mint 8. I think it's a Pop 1, none higher. Obviously, who's grading Troy Gloss other than me, but hopefully we have some 90s, early 2000 Angel fans somewhere out there. All right, back to a 10 real fast here. We have the 1997 Bowman Chrome, Andrew Jones, Scouts Honor Roll Refractor, Gem Mint 10. Either Pop 1 or Pop 2, so a nice low pop there. All right, we have a 1998 Bowman's Best Tim Salmon Refractor, Mint 9. And these are out of 400. See it down there. And we have a 96 Bowman's Best Barry Bonds Preview Refractor, Near Mint, Mint 8, non-numbered this year. And this one, I'm trying to remember what I saw. I think there's some centering, if I remember correctly, and there might have been something on the back here, but Near Mint, Mint 8. All right, 2 more left here. We have 97 Flair Showcase, Legacy Collection Road 2 on the Near Mint, Mint 8, out of 100. If you see ones that do not have that name stamped, and if you see that plus, let me focus this up here, the O of the word of needs to be different than the 0 and the 100. If that is the same as that, skinnier, then that card is a backdoor fake stamped card. I guess you could look up on Baseballpedia 98 and scroll down to the bottom. They'll show you how to detect some of the stolen backdoor fakes being sold all the time on DC Sports and all the big consigners, and they don't label them, miss serial number or any of that. So just be careful on that. We got the 8 here, and you see that line right there and a little off, so makes sense. But just a little heads up on those cards. And the last one here is the 2013 Topps Chrome Evan Longoria Orange Refractor, Gem Mint 10. So at least we are ending on a 10. So that's it. Not horrible. Obviously we always want more 10s, but in this era, 9s are going to start becoming the main, grade, I think, and then 10s will be far and few between. So it's going to be kind of an 8-9 or 9-8 and really hoping for 10. But if you're tight, you really look at your cards and you don't submit ones without double checking, triple checking, centering, etc. You can do a little bit better than this. All right, well, as always, thanks for watching. I have another order that came in today that I will be filming next week when I get back in town, and that will be back to normal with predicted prices, etc. If you enjoy this, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.